Hi, Year 3, it's our art lesson again for this week. It's Thursday. So we're going to make, I'm going to show you first of all what we're going to be making. We're going to make a Roman standard today. These are our Roman standard. You can just about see them on there. Okay, so they're quite long. So hopefully that's something that we will end up with at the end of the lesson. I've got a little smaller one here as well. Okay, so these were made last year, some examples from last year on here. So first of all, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Roman standard and what it is and what it was used for. And then I'll show you how to make it. It's really simple to make as well. Okay, so I'm just going to share a website with you, which is a fantastic website as well. It's called Woodland Junior. Okay, and I'm going to put the link for this into the OneDrive for you. So if parents, you want to have a look, it is fantastic. It's got information on absolutely loads of things. As you can see across the top, you've got the Romans and Celts, Saxons, Vikings, Norm. You've got all history across on here. So I went into the Romans, and if you look down the left-hand side, look at all these different pages about different aspects of the Roman Empire. So if you want to find out more about the Romans, you can go on here. So if you want to find out about the clothes, you can click on there. There's the amphitheatre that we did last week with the Colosseum as well. So it's a fabulous website, really is. And it's got all the subjects on it, not just history as well. So you can have a look for different things on there if you want to, if you've got time. So the standard, the Roman standard that we're going to look at. Okay, so here we have a Roman soldier, and they were called the standard bearers. And they carried these standards with them when they went into battle. All right, so you can see there, they look slightly different to the other soldiers that went in. So the Roman standards were fiercely protected. So when you went into battle with those, you really had to protect your standard. It was the symbol, the sign of your legion, your group of soldiers, and you did not want the enemy to get your legion, to get your standard from your standard bearer as well. So they fiercely protected it. It was your honour to hold it, and you did not let the enemy get it. So there were different types, as you can see on here. So I'm going to look at the 3 different types that you could have, and then we'll look at making one. So it was just a long pole with badges on or flags on. Okay, so if we look at the badge one, so the standard, which most closely resembles, it's a modern day flag, isn't it? So if you want to, and you haven't got the things that I'm showing you, you can make a flag with your Roman symbols on. The standard would show which legion that they belong to. So they would put, as you can see, LEG, you can see that on there, and that was the abbreviation for legion. And then they would put on their Roman numerals, so you could practice your Roman numerals again that we did a few weeks back in maths. So they've got XX, and hopefully you remember X is 10. So we've got X plus X is 20. So this was the 20th legion on there, because remember there's lots of different legions in the Roman army on there. So you can just draw a flag and you can decorate it, LEG, and then you could put your legion number on, and then you might want to include an animal on it as well. So if you haven't got too many resources at home, that's an option for you to do as well. On there, there's another picture of it. Another type that they would have as well, they would have the image of the emperor on there. This one's a little bit tricky to make. If you want to have a go at it, I would suggest some tin foil on there and some card. I'd love to see it if you're going to make one. That'd be fantastic on there. So they would have the image of the emperor on there, and it would also make the soldiers feel stronger and braver as well, and perhaps more fierce when they went into fighting. So we know the Romans were very skilled as well, but skilled when they went fighting, but they needed to be brave as well. So they had that different type of standard. So you've got the flag one, then you've got the one, it's like a 3D effect of the Roman emperor on there. Just scroll down. Sometimes they would have an eagle at the top, a golden eagle here with the outstretched wings. So if you saw that, that would be quite intimidating if you were that's the Celts, the enemy, and you saw that coming towards you. So it was a real great disgrace, a dishonour if you lost your standard in battle. This is the one that we're going to be making, well, my version of it. So it's a spear standard on here. So they had lots of discs on there, and they would sometimes, I'm not going to do this one, you could do it, lovely to see it. They would have a human hand at the top as well. So they'd have these discs coming down the pole on there. Look at that one. I just want to show you these, which is what the standard bearers would wear, these animal skins, and they look very intimidating with these animal skins on them. They'd wear them over their uniform, and they would have the teeth of the animal coming over by their forehead, so it looked like the animal was coming to get them as well. So you can see here we've got the standard bearer on there. So you might have a lion. There's the lion's head. I think that would be quite scary if you saw that coming towards you in battle. I would be very scared. Sometimes they had bear skins on them. So you've got the bear, you can see the back of it coming down as well. Here's another one as well, a wolf. So they could show the wolf one. You can see, look at those sharp teeth as well. So that would be very intimidating for the enemy on there. So the standard bearer had to really be the bravest soldier around, because he could not let go or lose that standard to the enemy on there. So I'm going to show you how to make one version of it, but again, you make it your own, okay? Because it's yours to represent you or your family on there. So you can have a go at doing the flag. So you could draw your flag one with the Roman numerals on. You can have a go at the one with the emperor. You might want to do your own face on there. You could be the emperor for the day on there. I suggest making that with tin foil, but do have an adult to help you with that one. I think that one would be quite tricky, but if you're very artistic, you could have a go at that one. As I said, I'd love to see it. But I'm going to show you the spear standard one first, and you can have a go at that one. You can use paper. We can use card, felt tip pens, whatever you've got at home. As I said, you're going to make it your own special one. So to make myself bigger, so if I stop sharing that, there we are. I'm just going to pause it and set up all the art things for you and then come back to you. Right, so now you can just about see me on here trying to get the right angle so you can see the table really. That's the most important part. So what you need to start with is a long strip of card or paper. If you only got A4 paper, stick 2 bits together instead of tape and then cut it out. So you've got your long thin pole down to a point at the end as well. Okay, so that's your first part. You don't have to copy my design. As I said, you can make your own designer on there. So I'm going to have a metal part across the top. So with my glue stick, I've got some shiny card to make it look like metal, but as I said, use what you have available to you at home as well. Okay, so I'm going to stick that part on. Okay, and then they had lots of discs, didn't they, going down these? So I've cut out a disc. You could draw around a cup. That'd be quite nice. If you want smaller ones, you could even use your glue stick, couldn't you, to draw around and cut them out. Again, use what's available to you at home. So I'm going to have a disc at the top of mine. Hopefully it will stick on the card. There we go. So that's the top of my standard, and I'm going to decorate it with the red strips coming down from it. I need to grab those out of my tray. So it's just paper I'm using on there because that's what I've got, red paper. So that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to stick those on either side of my standard. Into there on one side, and a bit of glue. Stick the other one. And so once you've cut out all your strips of paper or card on there, it's quite easy to assemble together. Okay, so it's looking quite Roman now with the red parts on, isn't it, as well? All right, and then I've cut out already some silver discs. Cut them out of paper if you need to. Okay, colour them in with pencil crayon if that's what you've got at home. And then I'm just going to spread my discs out and glue them on. As I've got 3, I do split my standard into thirds and glue them on. Put that one about there. There we go, and then one down. at the base. Take a bit more time over yours than mine as well. Okay, so there's my standard on there. I'm going to decorate it a little bit more, I think, to add a bit of decoration to it. So I'm just going to stick some bits of red paper on it as well to make it look more Roman. So I've already cut those down to the right size that I needed. All I did was measure it out and snipped it so it fitted on perfectly on there. So I've got one there. And then I've got one, I think, underneath the other disc. Make a pattern, can't I? So I have like underneath the disc as we go down. One at the bottom, underneath that last disc. Right, if you don't have red paper, whatever colour paper you've got at home, or as you've done before, use white paper and colour it in, and then you can have red paper on there. So what I did was measure it, see how much I needed across my standard, and then I just cut off along there that I didn't need. I'm going to stick that one, I think, at the top there. You can also decorate it using felt tip pens. If you haven't got lots of paper and shiny paper like I've got in school, you can just use your normal felt tip pens as well. If you're lucky enough to have things like gold or silver pens, that would be amazing to decorate it on there. I might use, you know what, I might use a green, and I'm going to put some, I think, triangles onto mine. You put it any design you want to. Remember, it's yours to represent your legion or your family. You can make your own on there. So I've just drawn a green triangle on. Okay, to add it with felt tip pen. So if you don't have any of these bits of paper at home, you can decorate the whole thing in felt tip pen. Okay, but it's a lovely activity to do. It's really important to the Roman army, symbolising each legion on there. Put my glue stick over, and I'm going to pop another one at the top and colour them in. There we go. As simple as that. So that is my Roman standard, and my standard bearer with his lion skin over him. Could hold that when we're going into battle against the Celts. All right, so another nice activity for you to do. Again, you don't have to do it on the Thursday. If you want to, you can keep it for a weekend activity. If you want to do it with family, we can make one with your brothers and sisters as well if you've got them at home as well. So I hope you enjoy making them. Again, as I always say, please do send them in. If you're in otters, please, you can send them to squirrels to show me what you've done as well. Okay, so you can take longer over yours, and I'd love to see them as well. So good luck in making those. I'll see you soon. Bye.